In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a terrazzo tray in our Eco Resin border tray mold using ResinCrete by J. Diction. There's the mold right there. It has a border around the edges so you can do something extra. And there's the chips that I made in my previous video 184, also with ResinCrete. I wanted to do a colorful pour and I picked purple, pink, and yellow. And for this, I'm using the same trick that I used in the other video, adding glue and water to lay down my chips. And I'm using 8.2 grams of just Elmer's white glue, and I'm doing 4.2 grams of water. As you see, I'm putting it in there with a pipette, so I'm very accurate. It's basically a 2-to-1 ratio. And then you just mix that together. And there doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason as to, I've done this with more water, I've done it with more glue. This basically will create the shiny front on a glossy mold, but since this is an eco resin mold, it has a matte surface. I did try the same pour in a glossy mold and it worked fine. And you can also put, well, you'll see me lay the chips down here like I did in my previous video. Just putting down the different colors, and then I'm going to swirl it around with the glue. I wish it almost dried faster so you could keep it where you wanted it, but it just keeps moving about and mucking about. And I didn't size them beforehand. As you see, I have a couple really big pieces there, which note to self, don't crack it with the end of the paintbrush because it goes everywhere. I should have sized them a little bit better. You can do that by putting the chips through a sieve, and that way it gets rid of the dust. But I knew I wanted a bunch of colors in here for a colorful terrazzo pour, and what putting it in this glue mixture does, it makes it so you don't have to sand it. It's remarkable because that's the whole thing with normal terrazzo pours. You have to sand it, and who wants more work? This took enough work to put these chips down this way. So I'm just speeding this up, and I'm just alternating the pink and the purple and the yellow. And just using the glue and putting it about. The glue does seem to stay in an area on this mold, probably because it is a matte surface, where if you're doing this on a glossy surface, it tends to smear around a lot more. But I did also try in another pour, I put the chips into the glue mixture itself till it was really thick and laid that down, and it still also worked the same way where you don't have to sand the top. So it's great to get rid of an extra step if you don't need to do it. And of course I just did this. This is why it's sped up. I did it a million different times just trying to add more, and I didn't want too much pink in one area. And what's fun about our Eco Resin border tray mold, once you're done with the center part here, you get to fill the edges. You could use glass or glitter or mica powder or pigments, whatever you want. Candy corn. And there I'm just adding more chips and more glue. I think I overdid it with the glue a little bit on this. And what's weird too, you'll see as we go along here, the glue does dry. You have to leave it for a couple hours, but it'll dry to where the chips won't fall out. But then when I added the ResinCrete, it was wet on the top, which you'll see, but then that dries and it's fine. It's perfect. It's magic. So here we're still monkeying around. Imagine watching this in real time. It would just take so much out of our lives. Aren't you glad I edit these videos? And I didn't want any in the edges, so I eventually get those out of the little crevices there. And still putting more glue, still monkeying around with all the different colors. Crafts take so long to do. And we're still adding more glue. And moving the chips around still. I don't know why I do this. I do all this really late at night, so I probably just lose track of time. But I did want good coverage, like I said. And there's a couple hours later when the glue is dried, and you see they're not going anywhere. They're glued down because of the glue and water mixture. So then I'm going to mix up my ResinCrete, and I did 300 grams of the powder to 90 grams of water. That fills this mold perfectly. And we'll mix that up in double and triple time. And I just make a little space. You're technically supposed to add the powder to the water, but you can add the water to the powder. It is kind of hard to stir at the very beginning, but this is very easy product to work with. And once you get it all wet, it mixes up really easily. And it isn't like a pancake batter. It's much thinner unless you have a very thin pancake batter. Once you add colorants to it, it does thicken it up. But when you're just using the base product by itself, it's a pretty thin consistency. And it takes about 2 minutes to mix it up. And I'm going to pour some in the center section first and tap it for the air bubbles. And then finish off the rest of it. And this ResinCrete doesn't set up that fast. And this isn't even their long working one. They have a 30-minute working one. This is just their normal ResinCrete that they were so nice to send me. And you're just tapping it, hopefully getting rid of air bubbles. Of course, I don't move that fast. That's sped up. And then you just pour the rest. And it takes about 30 minutes. And then I'll show you what happens here when I demold it. You'll see that it looks kind of wet looking and like the colors don't look like they're popping. Let's give it a moment for the reveal. But all I did, see how it's kind of milky looking? I put it in front of a fan and just kept turning the sides around and it eventually dried. I didn't sand the top of it. That's how it looks. I did sand the rough edges, and as you'll see here in a moment, I didn't realize this till later. I got a big gouge in the corner. See right there on the bottom right? I don't know how I did that. Not good. But the top looks brilliant. No sanding needed. So now I'm taking some Mayspring Purple Amethyst mica powder. And I'm using J. Diction's Fast Cure resin, about 1.3 ounces. And that's some Sea Witch Chunky Holographic Glitter by the Glitter Guy. And I put 1 drop of clear glue in there just to keep the glitter from sinking. And this time I put it in not a pipette. Usually I do pipettes. I put it in a piping bag, and this worked perfectly for this mold. Because you want to put in enough to fill that little trough area, but you don't want it going up on the top of your piece. Thank God I haven't done that mistake yet. So I put enough in there. And then I just take a toothpick, you can take a silicone pen, and just kind of jab it around to make sure it's going into the corners. Just tip-tapping around, helping the resin to settle. But yeah, it is fun playing with this ResinCrete. And I've gone down this Terrazzo wormhole, it seems. And here I am just adding the rest of the mica powder. Again, that was about 1.3 ounces of J. Diction's Fast Cure resin. And I just cover it so it doesn't get dust on it while that's curing up. But it's a pretty simple pour, and you have a unique little trinket dish there. Just popping some bubbles with my torch. And there's the finished piece. It turned out great. Those colors pop. I've never seen Terrazzo in those bright of colors. I think it looks great. If you want to try this out for yourself, use our coupon below for 10% off any purchase at jdictioncraft.com.